Hello all, and welcome back to HighPriest Reacts to the DuckTales podcast, This Duckburg Life, uh, episode 4, Ghost Library. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Nope, nope.
Oh no.
There we go. Sorry, I forgot which one. I always end up forgetting which one of these does what.
Oh no.
My sound bites from Yorktown, from my Twitch stream. I just felt like using the oh no because I had to record this bit here and I heard the first few seconds of this. Some audio issues that I thought I had fixed but weren't because things had been hardware had been adjusted and other such things since my last recording. Right, so got it quickly, but still, well, quickly into the reaction, not quickly into my talk. So, it's been a long time since we've done DuckTales stuff at all. And by the time this comes out, it's going to be like a year late. In my defense, like, oh, for a long while there, I was, if I remember quickly, it's kind of been a year, or will be by the time that's up. It's not been that long yet, but I believe there was for a while there I was very limited on when I could record at all. Then that stopped being a problem. But I pretty much spent part of my time just binging through MLP to get that show done and over with. Even with it being turn-coded, which is what I had to do. I had to skip episodes. So much I did reviews on because, oh shit, I should have reacted to that. One episode I didn't do, but that's just because I just didn't feel like I could do it right due to outside circumstances. I should have, though. I really should have dedicated a review of that episode because that episode was much more important than another episode that was included in there. I was going off other people's lists. That's the side effect. Right. But that shows up. I'm done. I finished it. I even got the movies. I've got the Equestria Girl stuff. It's done. And while I did do it for some other stuff, that was usually just because I was either letting something slip through or because in one case, that series looked like it was going to be in trouble. Of course, things happened and I didn't have the time I thought I was to record that one in rapid succession like I was planning to alongside it, MLP. And it turned out to be still there now, so. Look, the creators were worried about that, so I was too. If the Emperor had text-to-speech, it's still dead as can be, but it's still up. And its spiritual successor series is up and fine. Because the creators of that are being assholes about their shit. Alright, but yeah. Man, it's been... Like I said, I was focused on making sure I got everything done and didn't just have a gap where nothing would get uploaded. So for a long while there, I was doing one episode at a time. Of course, I had to. I was doing at most 2 or 3 edits of a show a week. And if that is why we're not getting a full DuckTales Darkwing reaction. If they had brought this show back for season 4, yeah, fine. But Darkwing, nah. Even if it is fully connected and just as good, nah. The only show I'm willing to do past this point is Castlevania, and that's because it's my connection with my streaming channel. Much like how I was doing the other thing I was doing alongside MLP whenever I could squeeze in the time. Trailer reactions to shit relevant to the stuff I was streaming at the time. They want someone coming in and spoiling a big update. something. Right. So, yeah. Like I said, I like what I'm looking at here. This is a nice little title card. An adventure with Best Girl Webby, Quackfaster, Dewey, Launchpad, exploring a quite literally ghostly library. I think that'll be neat. I don't know what they'll do with this. There are apparently 7 total of these. I was figuring it was going to be 4 or 5, not 7. So, more content for you. Uh, I'm actually going to try to get it all done and just, yeah. Yeah, but yeah. Castlevania is getting done because it's connected to my show, and if you're interested, I will be doing it. It's not going to be happening quickly at the moment because I'd like to get some of my backlog of MLP off my computer. Okay, because like I keep the RAWs. I don't have room to back up those much, so I need to get those gone to make room for future stuff and such. I don't feel comfortable deleting RAWs until they're up, and I've given people an opportunity to go, hey, there's something wrong with this recording. Because I don't always catch things. As you lot have seen firsthand many a time. Like, I usually don't have anything as bad as that time way back when I was in my early days of Let's Playing, even before I really got started even reacting. And I accidentally swapped the audio from one episode to another. And I realized something was wrong, but I thought I had just put the audio was desynced. And there was nothing I could do about that. And not that I was a dumbass and put the wrong audio to the wrong video. And I realized that later. After I couldn't really do much about it. That laugh. My method of recording at the time melted down, and then my channel. That's when my channel died for a good long while. Multiple. My old reaction channel, which is just gone. And right. But yeah, this. Yeah. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of heavy reactions, stuff that takes up a lot of information space. And I'm going light anyways, at least for a little bit, because if you've noticed, those reactions for MLP are really being released, for the most part, 3 episodes a week. I don't even think I've done that ever. I did 2. 3? Yeah. I've got too much of a backlog. Like I said, this isn't even close to April, but it's going to be up in April. I think. Exactly. And so when that comes out, it'll come out. Yeah. So I just like to give that time to make some space so I can devote to other raws and shit, and it's to take up less space than a TV show reaction does. A lot less space. Like, I don't know if I've ever told you how I did it with the DuckTales stuff, guys. Basically, what I did was I take the raw, run it through Audacity to pull out the audio and clean it up. Edit a little here and there. Feed it back into the video. Then I'd cut off, begin cutting it up and such. Then when I've got it all nicely done, before I cut it up, I'd make it into a video, because that was the only way I could keep things straight when I was cutting it up, editing wise. So I'd have the complete video. At very least, I'd have the complete video and the cut up video. And eventually, I added a third video stage, the version of the cut up video that I would then run through and speed up a little to help make sure if I talked a little too long at one point or another, I didn't get in trouble with footage. Too much footage. It still happened once, but it's generally, surprisingly, very little happened since I started doing that. So, yeah. Just a little bit of speed up, but enough that it helps during that part. What that means is that shit takes up a whole fuck ton of space on my computer. Plus, of course, I saved the cut-up version of the project, which that does take space too. Just poof. So yeah, that's why this is the first thing being done. Now that I've got the free time, I'm popping this out. Then going to get my next priority series done. On the side, a little here, a little there. At least until I get partway in, and I'm still going to be doing well, I now have the free time to do more than just the once a week one week dedicated recordings. I'm also going to be doing weekends. That's not going to kick in as heavily as I was intending it to just yet, but I'm only going to be doing that until at least through season 1 of Castlevania, because then I'm going to switch over to just recording on the weekends, because I want to start streaming on the whole month again. Since I actually do have the time to use my weekends for that now. Yeah. And even with editing, at that point, I should be able to do other stuff to make sure I don't, run into problem of getting overwhelmed too quickly. Plus, the show's not that long. Even with, what was it, 5 seasons now? I think the longer seasons are only 12 episodes or so. Anyways, yeah, let's get to this. This is the more relevant too. I'm just using that as a little vlog about how things are going on the channel, for that and in general.
Is this a once-in-a-lifetime field?
We are moments away from
Launchpad. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately, ironically. So I'm going to appreciate this a lot more. And kind of wondering if there's a fan podcast where you take somebody who hasn't watched the show before for adventurers, or the people just going through it for the first time.
These aren't just any adventurers.
Because I've been listening to a couple of podcasts about shows, primarily. I'm seeing.
You heard Mr. McD. Everyone use your super quiet voice.
See?
And just like that.
Yep, Launchpad just got pooped out of the library.
No, what's number 3?
The ghost library.
It's hard to stay quiet because this is amazing.
Let's Webby here. That's freaking amazing.
That would be amazing.
Well, I dreamed of a book that held the map to the greatest treasure in the world. Is that not super boring, Dewey?
Still be better as a TV show
Starring me. Shh. Let's go. Follow me.
and so
Dewey. What did you do this time, Tyra? What did you do this time? Some people shrink raise. Of course, that's not going to lead to trouble.
like who?
Well, presumably.
10, Maurice Sendak, Shelty Silverstein, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, Oscar
This is just an excuse to say parody names of famous writers.
Tolkien,
Are you done?
Cocker Spaniel Lewis,
Oh my god. Thank you for the explanation, Huey. I did not know who that was.
To meet him yourself, front arms, and
I mean, it sounds like all you need to do is yell and you get
and
banished.
you'll end up just like him.
Gosh, I hope this works.
Hope it gets better. We've
Damn
arrived
it,
at Act 3
Tyra.
of our program. Act 3. Dewey Decibel System. Scrooge, Webby, and Dewey are making their way through the Ghost Library to find a map.
God damn, I should realize that having Dewey in a library, he can relate to jokes.
Sure. It was the only thing the library had up its sleeve.
Watch out, Uncle Scrooge!
No, this remembering the episode we got introduced to Quackmaster where the secret villains were trying to fire her. Somebody. Why do those ghostly voices sounds?
Okay, now, what do I do? How do I find this map?
Did they get the ghostly voice to pop themselves? Oh, that's brilliant. I didn't expect
Your
that.
complete guide to the Ghost Library by Webigail Vanderquack.
That is cheating, Webbing, and I love it. It does voices sound a bit like he's doing. Of course, that person that wasn't actually
goes
ghost.
here to answer the big question. You
They,
can't
I told you that without you. Let's do it.
Are you mounting a hunt for the greatest treasure in the world?
You
And
can't
can I
trap
record
you
a
if
cartoon
you,
for the podcast?
I'm not hunting anything.
Well-
I'm locking the map in my money.
As I'm sure you're aware.
Oh no, the TT person fighters go.
Somehow turned evil and used the reverse setting on my strength
course
to
it did.
enlarge itself. Okay. And now we've got giant robots rampaging all over.
Here, Uncle Donald, read this.
Oh god, I'd forgotten. It had cleared from my memory. It had blessedly purged the nightmare that is Donald in this bit. Seriously, yeah. Just a random I love Sam in there. Okay, Donald, I do miss this show, though. I'm glad to get back to this. Part of me is, I'm really thinking is glad I waited, because it's actually given me the opportunity to get one last bit of enjoyment out of it. That makes I want it done and done, so I can go back and do once more safely read DuckTales. Apparently, it's been almost a year since I actually read that thing, and oh my goodness. For reference, DuckTales is a Disney Villain Victorious Gridlock edition. Collaborative roleplay game. As in, the people are controlling one character. In this case, Doofenshmirtz, after he is one. In a setting where a bunch of other Disney villains are all sharing the setting. And I'm also one. This includes Judge Doom from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, to Glomgold, to Xanatos. there's a great deal of humor around it, particular interaction with Xanatos, to a bunch of others. It's a fairly fun quest. I had a blast, and they just, well, it's the DuckTales stuff is based on mostly the comics, so they do pull in a little stuff. For instance, Glomgold has the assistant Alson, which is generally why I want to stay away from spoilers, and of course the presence of Della and such. It's still a fairly fun thing, and if you're a Disney fan, it is really good. For point, Gridlock refers to a more modern setting, so obviously you've got modern varies depending on which villain's area of influence you're in. Judge Doom's area of influence is, I think in the 50s, which kind of differs from modern day and the future and even more distant future of two sections. And it's also loosely connected to the various Disney space stuff, which mostly, again, comes from the DuckTales comics. Yeah. But there's also a separate one for the more medieval stuff. These are actually meant to be tabletop campaign settings. So, from right, some of the people who worked with that worked on the Gridlock setting, worked together with this guy running the game. Who runs the game, and it's very fun. Just do quest. I enjoy it. Even if I haven't touched it in a while. And the sheer nuttery involved. Like, not to spoil anything, but 2 birds. Robot Sinatra running on Inspector Gadget tech. trying to usurp Syndrome from Incredibles. Yeah, I mean, he's also running on Syndrome tech, too, so. But, yeah. Yeah. Other fun things include all sorts of deep cuts to Disney lore. I don't want to spoil. Some of that shit you might have realized you heard of, but didn't realize you heard of. So I recommend giving it a shot. Anyways, I will see you all with the next one. Free.